The following program is brought to you by NLTV, the People's Platform.
Aloha and welcome to Opio Media Makers, where we spotlight incredible storytellers and creators right here on Hawaii Island. I'm your host, Ashley Kierkiewicz, and today we are live and direct from Kealakehe High School. I am with soon-to-be graduate Marlon Utrera Jr., who I just found out is part of the golf team that won the first ever BIF championship. So congratulations, and also congratulations on being a recipient for the olono scholarship for
Thank you so
much. He's going to be studying film and media production at Babson College, so very excited. You'll be flying out in August. And today we're just going to talk story about how you see yourself using media to preserve culture, elevate stories, and even turn that into a business. Awesome. Okay, so tell us, what does it mean to you to be a winner of the Ho'olono Scholarship?
I think being a winner of the Ho'olono Scholarship is just like a reinforcement of the work that I've done today and what I've done before. It's reassuring to know that the work that not only me but other people do is supported and is seen by other people. So I think I'm just very lucky out of hundreds of amazing storytellers to be able to take it to like the next level, I guess. So I'm just really thankful for this opportunity, and for me it means that the work that I'm doing is being noticed and it's being impactful to the audience that views it.
Yeah, it's being recognized, and we're so happy to support you in your storytelling journey. Can you take us back to this moment that sparked it all for you? I think you were in your application talking about a 6th grade class and a project that really sparked your love for media.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it is the Kumu, or the feature story. We're tasked with doing like a feature film, and we had to capture like a feature story. So that was my first time going out and like interviewing and asking questions and going through like the whole media process. So it's really interesting to see, because like we're doing right now, just through conversation, we were able to get like a story, get like something that truly meant something, and then to be able to put it together and showcase it just was like, and to see the impact it had on the people that we made it for and for the community. It was just inspiring to know that storytelling or capturing stories could like have that impact on people in the community.
You mentioned someone in the application, David Kimmel, and how he was so touched about what you were able to create with your Hiki no project, but how that actually led you to go back and have a longer conversation. Can you talk to us a little bit more about the power of storytelling that you really got to see as something that you wanted to continue to grow because of your experience with Kimmel?
Absolutely. So it's like being able to relate to the people you talk to, and just knowing that the story that you're able to capture really means something. Like, it's like that feeling that I'm getting right now, to be able to just talk, like have a conversation, and to put it into a video is something that's like, and to have other people have that same feeling is just impactful, and it's like something that's hard to describe, because it's almost as if like you're talking to that person, and to be able to watch a film or to watch a video and to have people feel like they're right there with you, I think is the most like impactful part about storytelling, because it's like it's being able to capture stories that really affect people and really matter, and to be able to hear people and their response, to know that their voice is being heard, is just heartwarming, and it fuels my passion for storytelling.
And it lives on.
Yeah.
And it's amplified, right?
Exactly.
You talked about mentorship being really important along your journey. You want to talk a little bit about the role that Matthew Williams has played, throughout your student and academic journey?
Of course. Yeah, Mr. Williams, whoever he is, if he's watching, or he's just been a great mentor. Mr. Williams really instilled in me the importance of having a process through all your works, whether that's through film or media. His mentorship really helped, because he kept me aligned on making sure that I'm going through each step, so that when I have high pressure situations, or when I have stories that I really care about, I'm really passionate about, I'm able to look back on my pre-production stage, production, and post-production stage to really know that I'm going to be able to capture this film in its entirety and capture someone's story in their entirety. So he really helped instill in me those values, and it's just allowed me to be a better storyteller because I'm always hungry to improve and to be able to get better. And I think if it wasn't for those values that he taught me, then I wouldn't be as good of a storyteller as I am today.
Shout out to Mr. Williams and all the teachers out there teaching kids about, having good values and the process. But also, I think going through the process, you're bound to make mistakes.
Exactly.
So navigating that with resilience and grace is really important too.
Yeah.
So you're off to Babson College to study media production. What do you hope to learn, both personally and professionally? I know you talked about wanting to be an entrepreneur and using media as that vehicle to create a business around.
Yeah, so at Babson College, I'm really hoping to learn more like technical skills, really learn like industry and the type of film that is on the mainland, I guess you could say. But really just going in to build my network on the mainland and to be able to learn as much and be like a sponge to soak in as much knowledge that I can from the experts that they have at the school and from professors that will teach me about storytelling, probably the same things here but at another level, and just being able to learn maybe a deeper insight to the industry that I want to go into through film and like media production. And then I hope to get out of it like a firmer understanding of how to go through each process and like maybe more of the logistical side, because I love storytelling, but when it comes to running a business or to building my personal brand, that's what I hope to get out of it, how to build my foundation and to grow it from there.
But you already are a young business person. You have, what is this, Pivot Youth Marketing and Mao Industries. Tell us a little bit more about that and what's the ultimate vision for these ventures?
Absolutely. So with Pivot Youth Marketing, that kind of grew from my time at NLTV Academy. So they're like an entrepreneurship focused camp. And we grew that from a need to utilize the skills that all students have, like personal technical skills, and to allow them to have like in-person like opportunities to really like work-based learning opportunities, basically. So our goal is to take the skill sets that we have here in school, what like for me and like for my classmates, whether that's technical hard skills like with camera work or through that's like culinary or through our automotive, like our schools are so filled with students that are hungry to put their passions to use. And we want to take that and provide that to business owners in Hawaii that want to utilize that. So for example, in my stance, like media, we're basically going out to businesses and asking if they want like media work done and using our technical skills and marketing skills because like we believe that teens and students like us know what's most attractive for marketing. Like we're on social media the most, so we believe that we have the insight to promote local businesses and to see what they really want to see and to grow their business. So we're just looking out for like local mom and pop shops that want to take the step onto the digital age and use and combine with like youth and teenagers to kind of grow their business.
That's wonderful.
yeah.
How many businesses have you helped so far?
So we've actually worked with a couple, I think over 10 local businesses. I've worked with like Little King shops. We've highlighted their night market. I've worked with the Hawaii Keiki Museum, working on highlighting some of the artists that come in and do exhibits over there. And then another one is we've done audio work for What School Could Be podcast. So we've been like audio technicians for them, and it's just been so nice to know that the youth of this place can use their skills that we're learning here at school to actually make an impact and to grow brands. And it's just nice to know that like we can contribute and bring what we learn in school to the workplace.
And you can do it here. You don't have to rely on, outer island or mainland firms to be doing that work. You guys possess the skills and I think are uniquely positioned to help businesses here because you were born and raised here. So you know what resonates. And then what's Mao Industries?
So yeah, Mao Industries is more of a sustainability focused venture, really focused on utilizing like, again, the technical skills that we have here, but the main focus is to take mongooses. So mongooses are invasive species here in Hawaii, and there's actually a fur trade. It's gonna get a little complex, but stick with me here.
Okay.
So in India, they have mongooses that are sacred or native to India. And what they do is they actually kill them to get fur for paintbrushes. So what we're trying to do, we've submitted this idea to the Slingshot Youth Challenge, which is the National Geographic's like Videos for Change program, to actually bring up a campaign and a program to start harvesting and the capture of mongooses so that we can process them and provide fur to the market, if that makes any sense. So we're
For
trying
the
to
creatives, for the paintbrushes.
so we're trying to take away the demand on illegal mongooses, which are in India, and to bring the demand to here, and we can be the supply, and we can make paintbrushes with all of the amazing academies that we have here at our school, like our construction, like we can use, and like our STEM programs that have the machinery to make these paintbrushes. And if we can start harvesting them and create a community that is incentivized to go and capture this, that's how we can minimize the impact that these invasive mongooses have on our community and on our island and our environment, and use that for something positive. And Mao Industries essentially means, Mao means sustainability. So it's like sustainable industries. So we just saw that as an opportunity to use our marketing skills to promote that and to just have a sustainable impact on here in Hawaii.
Where do you find all the time to do these really cool and innovative projects? Do you ever sleep?
Actually, I get 8 hours of sleep.
Good
so
for you.
It's a lot, but
Time management.
Exactly. And to me, it doesn't feel like work necessarily. I'm so fortunate to have these ventures and these experiences be something I'm passionate about. So to find all the time, it doesn't really feel like I'm working. It's just something that I'm excited to do, and it feels like something that I know will have a positive impact. And I think that's where a lot of my motivation comes from, knowing that I'm going to have an impact on others, and knowing that people can benefit from the work that I'm doing, and what we're doing here at school and beyond is what kind of brings me the motivation to make all of these things happen.
You are wise beyond your years, so altruistic. I love it. You know, you talked about in your application COVID, and you know, there was some disappointment because you were part of some kind of, you know, competition.
Yeah.
How did you turn that disappointment into an opportunity, but also a moment to learn, and how to eventually adapt and be flexible?
Absolutely. That's essentially what that whole year was about. So yeah, the competition we entered in was the Student Television Network. That was the STN competition. So we were in DC, and then obviously when COVID came, we had to come back and it got canceled. And early on, it was like a reflection phase because we were all like bummed, but at the same time, we were like, school's out. So it's like, now we have all this free time to do something, but we just didn't know what to do. So I feel like during that time, we really reflected, and we came as a team to really start utilizing that time to not only grow our own technical skills, but to make something that really had an impact. And that's where we created some like videos, and that's where I really picked up more of that creative side, because being during COVID, just being quarantined, it really sparked my creativity to just make videos. So that's where I really learned to use what I have, and that's where I grew I think that's where my creativity sparked, because I was just confined and I was making these little skits, these little videos, and just to pass the time. And then ultimately that kind of fostered and grew even more my love for storytelling, because I realized you don't need to have a fancy place, you don't need to have a big place. If you have like the right, like the creative mind and to just that passion to storytell, then you can foster pretty much anywhere.
Congratulations once again. Thank you for your hard work, your perseverance, for being confident in your abilities and what you're trying to do. It's not always easy, but you work through everything, and look at what you've been able to achieve academically, on the golf course, on the volleyball court, you know, here in the classroom. We're really proud of you to be one of our scholarship award recipients, and are very excited about what the future holds for you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.